Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Olivia and this is my channel where I love to talk about all things nail polish, especially shimmers. You know what, there is one thing I can always guarantee y'all: I will find another way to make another shimmer video because I love them that much. And so, as you can tell by the video thumbnail and title that you clicked into, today is going to be one where I'm reviewing some shimmer toppers that are from Sally Hansen in their Miracle Gel line. Now, okay, so a couple things about this, and I'm sort of speaking to I'm saying the things that I wish that I had first known when I initially got into nail polish as a hobby and had heard a little bit about like gel nail polish and like don't use it and things like that. But the thing is, I wish someone had told me at the time that when you go to the store and you see bottles like this, that you can actually see the polish inside of the bottle. And even though it says Miracle Gel, this is not gel nail polish. This is just regular nail lacquer. So I just wanted to put that out there for any of you who are new to nail polish. Generally speaking, if it's the case that you see a bottle of nail polish and if you can see what is inside it, it's lacquer. Because it's not being, with gel nail polish, when that is exposed to UV light, that's when it's able to cure. And so that's why gel nail polish bottles are in like a one where you cannot see inside. So that's just kind of one of my pet peeves about not just the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel line, but I know there's other drugstore brands that try to use this kind of like gel-like finish in their name, which can be a little confusing. But so I've already done a review of a few weeks ago of a few of the Sally Hansen Insta Dry shimmer toppers, and I'm gonna put a link in the description if y'all missed it, because I'll just say that was those were not it. And I want to give these another try. So like I know that not everyone has ease of access to do online shopping, and for those of you who might be limited to buying the nail polishes that are just available in your local stores, I want to have content that is relevant and applicable to you as well. So especially as I'm talking about things like shimmers and toppers, I want you to get a sense of what it may or may not be best for you to use based on some of the things that are most likely to be available in your area. Now, these Sally Hansen Miracle Gel Top Coats, oh, that is another thing too. Okay, sorry, I'm just getting on a tangent. This ain't a top coat. I mean, when I think top coat, I think something that you put on your nails to like seal it in, protect it from the elements and all that stuff. This is what I would consider a topper. If I were to wear this, I would definitely still put my usual top coat on top of it. So but I see these all the time in the store. I've been curious about them, and actually there was way back when I first it was like almost a year and a half ago, way back when I first got into nail polish, I actually did buy one of these that I'll also review and talk about today. However, I couldn't tell you the last time I've used it. I think I probably just used it once when I first bought it and didn't really touch it again, because at that time in my nail polish journey, I didn't yet have the love of shimmers that I do now. And so I didn't really have an understanding of how I was going to use them. So what I want to do today, I've got 6 of these that I purchased. Generally, I would say I tend to see these for priced around like $8 to $10 a piece. And so at that price point, one of the things I'm wondering is, are these worth it? You know, I don't want it to be the case that you all may also be curious about these polishes and you end up spending your money on them, and if it's not worth it, you're like, oh, I wish someone had told me. So once again, these are by no means new to the market products, but they are for the most part new to me. And what I'm gonna do, as always with my like swatch and review videos, I'm gonna put them over white and black to start there. And then I'm also going to compare them to other toppers from other brands that I have in my collection that have like a similar kind of color way, and to see like which one would I prefer. And depending on the results of how these look over white and black, that'll give me a sense as to whether I want to then test them out further over light colors or darker colors, and we'll take it from there. So I'll say that like as I'm filming this is like a Friday night. It's the Friday night of like the last day I was working before going on vacation for a week. So if I seem extra chill, that's why. And I thought, what better way to kick off just being on vacation and not having to go to work on Monday than by, you know, doing a fun review video. This is actually a video that I've been putting off for a while. I kind of had it like reserved for a time where I really just wanted to be like, I want to just have fun and just go all in with shimmer. So it's a nice special treat for me. So as always, feel free to grab a swatch wheel, some swatch sticks. If you happen to have toppers in your collection that you're wanting to test out and follow along, or I also love hearing from you all who say that you pull up my videos and as you're painting your nails. So whatever you're doing, get cozy, settle in. We got some shimmers coming right on up. Okay, to begin, as always, for my white and black swatches, I'm using crack polish, crinkled linens, and then also Bee's Knees Lacquer Void. Highly recommend these as two white and black staples if you're looking for some good ones to put into your collection. I've also put top coat over these swatches already and let that dry, just because I know in the past there have been some issues with like when I go through and do a lot of swatching in a short period of time, sometimes there can be some smearing, so this helps to prevent that from happening. So up first we have, this one is Glazed Top Coat. Okay, I promise y'all I will try to not make a sound like every time I have to read that this says top coat instead of topper. But okay, this is the glazed one, and looks like we've got some definitely pink in here. I think I'm seeing a little bit of orange and purple in certain lighting, and yeah, this looks like a really cute and fun rainbow one. So like I said in the intro, it's probably been since like maybe a year and a half ago that I used the other one that I like, the first and only one that I'll show you later that I have in my collection. So I really cannot remember what the quality of this is going to be. So let's just say that however this turns out right now is for sure going to be a genuine reaction, for better or worse. So here we go. Oop. Is that it? Okay, let's go back a little bit more here. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing this more on the darker side than lighter. And I'm actually kind of surprised in a good way about how vivid this like magenta color is, with a little bit of orange that's kind of flecked in there. That's sorry, I'm just gonna be like, let's just talk about the white real quick. It ain't doing anything. It's that's fine. So this is definitely one that we're gonna wear over darker colors. That is really nice. Like this shade of magenta here is actually one of my favorite shades of magenta. Oh my goodness. Okay, Now, I know I've been saying this in just about every video I've been filming lately, but I've been talking about how I've got this trip coming up that I'm planning for. I always plan which nail polishes to bring with me and everything. I'm thinking I might need to bring this one, and we're only on the first one. That's pretty nice. I'm also really happy with, like, when we take a look at this from an angle, those, like, there are flakes in there, but they're laying down pretty flat. That's quite nice. I mean, okay, Sally, I see what you're doing here. That's cute. Now, the one that I thought would be most comparable to this from my collection, I've got from Holo Taco. This is Polar Princess. And if I put these side by side, you can sort of see what I mean about how there's like this pink color that's coming through. I'm actually surprised to see that it's more like saturated in the Sally Hansen on the left and Polar Princess on the right. It's a little bit more pale, but let's see how this looks over white and black. Again, I'm seriously thinking of taking this Sally Hansen one on my trip with me to wear one day, because I have an outfit that I think is going to work pretty well with that. Okay, first I'll say that this was in fact the right choice for me to make in terms of doing a head-to-head comparison, because of the overall like color family that we're in right now, with this like magenta orange to gold shift is what I'm seeing across the board in both of these. Where we differ though is that the way that the visual texture is being expressed here. I would say that if you are taking a look at the Holo Taco one, it gives you like this more metallic, like sheet of ice kind of visual texture, whereas the Sally Hansen one, you do see those flakes there, but they're laying down very flat too. And not to say Holo Taco isn't laying flat, but the Holo Taco topper is like a smooth metallic like finish, and the Sally Hansen one just kind of it feels like those flakes have sunk into the black in a good way. So where I'm very surprised that I'm between these two, I'm preferring the Sally Hansen one. That is shocking. So okay. Now, like I said in the intro, I was going to wait until doing these initial tests to get a sense of whether I wanted to then proceed with testing these over lighter colors or darker colors. And I think I'm going to go with darker. So I'm going to go through my collection, pull out two polishes like on the darker side that I think might pair well with the Sally Hansen, and I'll be right back. The first polish that I've selected for our next test comes from Moonlit Lacquer. It's called Vixen. I mean, just beautiful, deep, berry magenta polish. And why I chose this as I think a potential good fit is that I feel like it has a lot of the same tones that are in the Sally Hansen Glazed, and I'm hoping that when I put this over there, not only will it really come alive because this is a relatively darker color, but also because of the like matching color tones in there. So let's see what happens. Okay. Oh my god. Sorry. Y'all, when I say my reactions are genuine. Oh, let's by the way, these are good noises that I'm making. That's amazing right there. Wow. By the way, as I was putting top coat over these, it occurred to me like, oh yeah, I was looking at these Sally Hansen polishes as being shimmers because they do have shimmer in them, but I'm realizing that like the ones I've picked up, some are shimmers, some are like shimmery flakes. So that's a distinction I'll make sure to make in the title and everything. But yeah, this one is definitely a shimmery flake. I really love that addition to it there. It makes it look even more jewel-like, and this is surprising. Y'all, after that last test that I did with the Insta-Dry shimmers, I was expecting to go into this with some similar results, but so far this is great. The other polish that I want to test with the Glazed Topper comes from Crack Polish. This one is called Any Hoosers. It's a relatively newer one in my collection that I haven't quite figured out how I want to wear it. I feel like there's not enough contrast between this and my skin tone for me to not have like mannequin hands. So I've been looking for some kind of topper to put on it that I can use that'll allow me to still get that really lovely brown color that's in Any Hoosers, but with something else that makes it not blend in with me too much. So let's see how this goes. No, okay. What I'm seeing here is that, yeah, I put this on top of the brown, and it's you can definitely see the flakes there, but this is a time where I don't think that this is the best color combination. I still like this first one, and this is helping me to see that, like, if you put this glazed topper over something that has like a matchy color, it really does sort of like sink in there and just become one with it. Whereas this here, y'all have been watching my videos and already know what I'm gonna say. This looks like a potato that went to the club. Like, look at that. It's a club potato. So that combination is not gonna be it for me, but I think so far we're off to a fantastic start. Let's take a look at all of these and some other lighting and go on to the next. And by the way, before I go on, I also want to mention that as I have put top coat over this, and now I'm like rubbing it, I don't think that you need a glitter smoother for this. I'm not feeling any physical texture at all. So just your regular top coat should be enough. The next Sally Hansen topper is the one that I still remember buying all those years ago, all those months ago, back when I was brand new to the world of nail polish and just was looking for shiny, sparkly stuff, and this one stood out. This is called Unicorn. I'm just gonna call them Unicorn Topper. And this one has like a yellowish gold, sort of leaning on green with some orange pink elements in there. I realize I just said like 5 different colors, but I promise y'all it's a nice colorful blend. And like I said before, I really do not remember how this looks, because when I first got started with nail polish, I didn't really see the point of shimmers, and I like used it a couple times. I was like, I guess it's fine, and then put it away. But now I'm like, ooh, I've got this unicorn one. So this one, compared to the first one, the glazed was more of like flake shimmers. This one is going to be just like shimmer. So let's take a look and see. Okay, this one is, I'm definitely seeing that for both of these so far, you kind of have to put on a little, like at least dip your brush back in the bottle a couple times to get that color payoff. What this is doing on the white side, not much as expected, but on the black side, it's giving us a really nice like green to orange to yellow multi-chrome shift that's happening that I think is really lovely. Now, for a point of comparison, I thought that I was going to use Holo Tacos. Let me zoom out here first. I thought that I was going to use Holo Tacos Celestial Lights, because when I kind of look at these separately, I saw like I saw kind of like mostly green, but obviously as I'm holding them next to each other now, that is not at all it. So instead of the Holo Taco one, I am going to, I think this topper, yeah, that's better. Okay, this is from BCB Lacquers. It's called Next Question. So let me actually scratch out HT and put BCB. And let's do a comparison here. So just looking in the bottle, yeah, that is a much better comparison. I'm seeing the gold in there in both, absolutely. I'm curious to see if the gold is going to be more dominant in the BCB on the right, or if this will also have just as many color shifts. So let's see. Yeah, y'all, I don't know what I was thinking when I was like, I'm gonna compare this to green. And then I looked at them just now, I'm like, that was not it. Yeah, this is, okay, first of all, this is clearly the much better comparison. Glad that I recognized this before I went and like decided to swatch out the other one. These look just about identical to my eye. I mean, where you might find any difference, I think, as I'm looking at it from, say, certain angles when the light is hitting it, I think that the BCB shimmer is just a tad bit stronger. But that's not to say that the Sally Hansen one is weak by any means. I think that if you are in the market for like a green to yellow to orange multi-chrome, and you were already gonna buy something from BCB anyway, just, it's no problem probably to just add that onto your order. But if a green to yellow to orange, like multi-chrome shimmer topper is something that you don't already have in your collection, but you're thinking about trying out to see if you might like it, and you can just run down to your local drugstore, then getting this unicorn top coat would be an excellent way to test that out at probably a lower price point, and also being able to just buy it right there in person instead of needing to wait for it to arrive. So yeah, this is really nice. I do know why I put this one on the shelf for a while, because I didn't really know how to use it. So now what I'm gonna do is even though I'm not seeing it do a whole lot of like as dramatic of a transformation on the white side, I still do really love this yellow glow that we're getting from there. So I think for this next test with these two swatches, I'm gonna pull out one dark color, because we know how dark is gonna go. It's gonna give this kind of multi-chrome, but I wanna see how that shifts if I put it over a color that's not black. And then I also want to do some kind of yellow, not yellow, but some kind of base color that I think yellow will pair well with. So I will be right back. So to test out this unicorn topper, I am starting with a bright neon green cream polish from Cracked called Ooze. And I chose this one because I wanted to use some kind of base color that like has a yellowish vibe to it, but that isn't pure yellow, because I want like the yellow ish shimmer to show up on top of what I put it over. So I'm hoping that this will give the result that I'm looking for. Let's see. Okay, so I am already seeing the yellow glow, which is good. That's what I wanted. However, it is coming at the slight expense of there being a little bit of gritty visual texture there. Now, if you're someone who wears cream polishes and you are a stickler about wanting your cream manicure to look completely free of any kind of visual texture, then this is probably not going to be the best kind of combination for you. And it's very similar to what I mentioned when I did like a shimmer review video of the Holo Taco toppers that I have in my collection. I explained why, just like Polar Princess over here, this reminds me of that, and also the BCB to a certain extent, and that these toppers do give additional visual texture when you use them. So that is something to keep in mind when you are considering what you're putting it on top of. I mean, depending on how you work with this, it could end up working pretty well. Like if you maybe combine it with some flakes, that might help to break up a bit of that visual texture. But overall, I am very happy with the color combination of using a like lime neon green base with this yellow glow on top of it. Now moving on to my second option. This is one of my favorite red polishes in my collection. Do y'all hear how my voice just changed? I started talking, like I got choked up, like this is my baby. No, this is Moonlit Lacquers Blood Bag. And this one, when you look at it from certain angles, like around the edges there, I feel like I do see a little bit of like slight gold shimmer that's in there, and that is why I decided to test this out together with the Sally Hansen Unicorn Topper, because I was curious to see like what would be the result here, like knowing that we're putting this over something that is relatively dark, but it's not black, it's like a dark red that already has its own red shimmer going on in it. So let's see what happens. And also Blood Bag is it's for sure one of the polishes I'm taking with me on my trip. We have one day where, one of the days where I'm giving a presentation, I'm gonna wear Blood Bag because it's one of the polishes that makes me feel the most confident. Okay, this combination, I'm not the biggest fan of. I think it's very interesting how with as dark as Blood Bag is, it's still red, right? But I guess what I'm saying is like with as dark as Blood Bag is, I didn't think that there would be this much of a difference between Blood Bag, the combination result, and what we had with this just over black. So as with any topper, I would definitely continue to do some more testing with this to see which kinds of polishes I could best pair it with. But for now, I would say absolutely putting it over black is a great way to go. So let's take a look at this in some different lighting. I just had to pop in real quick and say that as soon as I put top coat over the green and unicorn topper combination, that like grittiness that I was seeing totally just went away. So this looks so pretty now. It's like it's glowing. That's really nice. So it always surprises me when I come across combinations where it's like, oh, it can be a little rough at first, but then when you put top coat on it, it's like all your worries melt away. So I'm definitely going to be wearing this combination sometime during the summer. The next topper from Sally Hansen is the Crystal Topper. This one has like an orange to like almost like orangish red with some neon green shimmer in there. And this, I would say, is more of the like shimmery flake topper, like the first one that we took a look at. So let's see how this one goes over white and black. Okay, I mean, it looks very vibrant in the bottle, so I'm hoping that we get that same kind of like payoff once it's actually on the nail. Oh, okay. Wow. Sally did not come to play with these. Whoa. That is vibrant right there. Whoa. Check that out. I mean, I'm hoping that in on video this will come through, at least in the other lighting, but looking at this in person, it is just, it looks like glowing embers over black. Over white, it's not really doing much as expected, but absolutely over black, that is that's making me want to wear orange. And like, I'm not even down with orange like that usually. I'm just looking at this over my nail. That's really good. So the one that I'm gonna compare this to is another iridescent flake topper in my collection. This one is from Spectrum Cosmetics. It's called Firefly from Hell. I figured that, like, you see the vision, right? Like the colors are sort of similar in there. It's got like orange. So let's see how Firefly from Hell compares. Just taking the brush out, I will say it's not as like bam in your face, like bright vivid orange like we had from Sally Hansen, but it still is a really lovely orange iridescent topper. Yeah, when I look at it like this, and especially from an angle, I can definitely see the similarities that are here, but not as much of the like vivid orange burst of color over here for Spectrum. The Sally Hansen one is coming out on top with this. I'm stunned. So let me think about which colors I want to put this on top of. I think especially seeing that I've done 2 tests so far where like the dark red didn't really give me what I was looking for, the dark brown didn't give me what I was looking for. So I think I'm gonna do it for this next test will be to put this over 2 relatively lighter colors. So I will be right back. So since we had some success previously with the neon green, I thought, let me stick to neons for now, see how this goes. So the first one I'm going to use for the crystal topper is from Atomic Polish, called Kensei. And it's just, what I'm hoping will happen is that we pick up, you know, that same kind of like shimmery glow without too many. I mean, this is a flake one more than like the other that was more of like a shimmer, so we will most likely see that. But I think that considering how vibrant this Sally Hansen one is, I'm hoping that we at least get that bright orange glow. Okay, that's not bad. This is pretty good, I think. Often what can happen when you put iridescent flake toppers over a lighter cream like this is that you don't really get much that's happening here. But what you may end up with is like too much unwanted visual texture. Now, I will say this is subtle, but that could be what you're looking for with something like this, where let's say you've got a basic cream polish and you're trying to jazz it up a bit, but not to the extent to where, I mean, let me just say this, like the polish that when I sat down to do my nails before filming this video, the polish I put on was, I started with this Lurid Lacquer polish over black. This is the Apocalypse is Nigh, my friend, which you can see already has its own like shimmer and color shiftiness going on in there, right? That wasn't enough for me. I decided I needed to put on red reflective glitter over that, because I was just like, that to me is, I'm not feeling subtle today. Let's just put it like that. But if you are going for a more subtle look that still does have a pop of something, this could be a pretty cute combination, I think. So the other one that I'm trying out is also from Atomic Polish. This is more of a teal. It's called Lily of the Valley. And I think we might see a little bit more from this one just because it's not orange on orange, but let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, it's kind of there. Okay, that's cute. Yeah, it's like a, it looks like a little egg. Oh, that is nice. It's like a nice little speckled egg. So, okay, this is, you know, if I had to choose between these two, I absolutely prefer the teal one just because of that color contrast there. Oh, okay, hold up. This was not part of my plan here, but I need to, for my own purposes, I have to test something out. So I'm gonna pause for a second and set up another swatch so we can try something out real quick. So what I wanted to test out was combining a couple of different elements, starting with our same base of the Atomic Polish Lily of the Valley, but then knowing that I have found a fantastic combination in putting a red shimmer over it, like Fancy Gloss's Let It Glow Red Pink. So when you combine those two together, you get this, which just, I mean, like really, this is just, love it. So what I'm wanting to do is see how this compares when I do like the crystal topper, just the crystal topper over Lily of the Valley, versus now what I'm going to do, I have Lily of the Valley plus a red shimmer topper, and now I'm going to put the crystal one over this. I'm curious to see if there's still going to be enough of these orange flakes that show up against the background, even now that there's a shimmer. So you know what, let's test it out and see. Oh my goodness, I feel like I just discovered gold. This looks like this just looks like, hold up, okay. It reminds me of just like a beautiful wintry day sky with, okay, when it's winter and it's daylight and it's snowing and you look up and you see the sun in the sky, but you can still see a little bit of maybe teal blue in the sky, and you see snow falling in front of where the sun is peeking out, if that makes any sense. I think this just totally amplified my favorite way to wear Lily of the Valley. So if I put these side by side, you can hopefully see the difference there, and that, you know, nothing wrong with doing just the crystal topper over Lily of the Valley, but this right here, like, oh, yep. How is this video going so well compared to the last one? I mean, we've got 3 more to go, so I'm feeling fantastic about this. Next, we have a blue shimmer topper. This one is called, oh, it's a pun, Galax-sea Topper. And yeah, it's very blue, so let's just get right into it. By the way, since like I said, since I've noticed now that there is a distinction between this collections, like some are shimmer toppers, some are iridescent flake toppers, this one is more of a shimmer. So let's put this over our swatch and see what happens. And this is where we have hit the wall. Okay. I'm surprised that this is smearing, even though I put top coat on it. So disregard that. Let me put a little bit more on here to see if that will, oh no. Over white, again, disregard. Over blue, it's like trying to do something, but it's just not there. I'm not getting the kind of color payoff that I would hope to get from a blue shimmer topper compared to if I were to say use something like Emily DeMolly's Key Drama. Like this, if you've never seen Key Drama before, this you'll see in just a second, is what I consider, like when I want blue shimmer, I need it to be like this. So put this over here. And see, this one didn't smear, so I don't know what was going on with the other one there that caused it to smudge. Yeah, this one is fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna give this Galax-sea Top Coat another chance. I'm gonna put it over some other colors. I think with what I'm seeing here, I mean, disregarding the smudging, can I even see it over white? Not a whole lot. I mean, this might be one that, okay, I know which colors I'm going to put this over, and I think let's just see what happens. So I will be right back. So I know that putting a blue shimmer topper over top of like a neon green polish like cracked ooze is always like a go-to easy win combination for me, but that's assuming that the blue shimmer is going to be strong enough to come through and give you that vibrant blue color payoff that you're looking for. But I thought, you know what, we're gonna test this out. We hit a little road bump with this one. It's not working as well as the others, so I'm glad I didn't start with that one. But let's see how this looks, how Galax-sea Topper looks over ooze. Okay. I'm just like, what's the point of, like, what did that even do? It's no, I don't really have many good things to say about this one. It just, like, it's barely blue. It's like not even there. Like, if I were to show this swatch to my husband and say, like, hey, describe to me what you're seeing in this particular swatch, I really don't think that he would say that there was any blue in there without knowing. So let's try it with another neon, which is another go-to color plus shimmer combination that I like to have. This is from Cert Colors, Retail Therapy, and I have a feeling how this one's going to turn out if based on the results of ooze, but you know, let's give it a go. And hey, this is why I am testing these out, so you all don't have to go through the same process and see if these are going to be worth your time and money. And yeah, I mean, this is not it right there at all. I mean, I actually have a comparison Okay, so once again, going back to talking about like me planning for travel and figuring out which nail polishes I was going to bring with me and everything. And so last night I was swatching out a couple of these neons on a swatch wheel that just so happened to have over here. And so this is perfect. So these four here in the middle, these are what these cream polishes, the same ones that I've been using down here. This is what these look like with Emily Damali's Key Drama over it. Like, just gonna wiggle this a little bit so you can see that blue shimmer. And now let's compare that to what's this called, the Galax-sea topper. You see, it's just like no comparison there. If I'm going through the process of putting on a blue shimmer topper, then I want it to look like this here. And so this unfortunately is just not worth it. So I'll include that in my overall recap, but if you were thinking about picking up the Galax-sea one, just don't, just leave it out there in the Galax-sea by itself. The next topper is called the Celestial Top Coat. And this one is interesting because it is, is it shimmer or in the flake category? It's in the flake category, but it's got a light pink shimmer. I'll just jump ahead and tell you which one I'm gonna compare this against. This is the same one I used in the beginning for the glazed topper from Sally Hansen. I'm comparing it against Polar Princess from Holo Taco, which, you know, the interesting thing here is that with Polar Princess, when I put this one next to glazed was the one on the left that seemed more pigmented and more vibrant than Polar Princess. And now that I have it next to the Celestial one on the right, now Polar Princess looks more vibrant than the Celestial one. So that is making me wonder how much color payoff are we going to get from this Celestial topper. I mean, I am definitely seeing like at least a light pink color to this, so I know there's going to be something in there, but it's going to be a question of like, well, what are we going to get? So let's see. Okay. Oh, that is subtle. Oh wow, that is like barely there. And I went back for another dip of the brush to hopefully get some more color payoff, but it's doing that does cause the flakes to build up a little bit more, and when you do that, you still don't really get that much additional color out of it. Very, very subtle, even over black. I mean, if I look at it from different angles, like I'm just gonna, we're just about full circle here to where we start with the glazed topper. And you know how when we looked at this one right here from different angles, it just really helped to show the level of depth and dimension that we had there. But when we look at this one, the Celestial, it's there. It just kind of falls flat. It's a bit disappointing. I don't know how I had the vision to like do what are proving to be the better ones first in this video. So, sometimes it works out like that, but I'm still gonna go through and test these out for science. So let's go ahead and put Polar Princess next to this and see. Yeah, this is exactly like what I mentioned, where it's so interesting that when I looked at this Polar Princess next to the glazed topper in the beginning, it just the glazed one had more of a color payoff. Just want to make sure to get that labeled for a second there so there's no confusion. Yeah, this Celestial one is pretty disappointing. I mean, I am barely getting any kind of pink from there. So on white, it's not really doing much either. So let me think about this for a moment. I'll see which colors I might want to put this on top of, and I'll be back. So I thought about this one for a bit, and I'm like, well, I'm clearly not getting the color payoff that I was hoping for with this Sally Hansen Celestial Topper. So what could I potentially do with it if I still wanted to try to use it? And the idea that I have is to try to use it in a jelly sandwich. So the first one is going to be with more of like a nude, neutral base jelly color. This one is from Cirque. It's called, I should figure out what this is pronounced like someday. Voile, I think is what I usually call this one. I've built it up so far here in 2 coats, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on top of it and see if we get any kind of something here. Okay, I will say this is looking better than how it was over either white or black. What I do like about this is that I am getting like I can see that there are flakes here. I can see a little bit of pink sparkle, so that's good. The other jelly sandwich option that I want to try out is also a jelly from Cirque called Lolly Jelly, and this one is more of like a pink, coral pink. And I figure because there's already some, I mean, in theory, there should be some pink in this Celestial Topper. I wondered how that might work with a jelly sandwich here. So with a jelly sandwich, I mean, what I'm gonna do is in just a bit seal both of these up with another coat of the jelly on top. And when I do that, I'm wondering to what extent will I still be able to make out the presence of flakes underneath. I think that from what I'm seeing here, the flake lines are distinct enough to where I should hopefully still see some aspect of them, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a light coat of Voile again to close up the jelly sandwich on the left. And oof, I mean, you know, at this point, if you're like it's, I can technically see that there's flakes inside there, but it's just barely registering. It's no, I don't think it's worth it for this. I mean, if you're gonna do a jelly sandwich, you're probably gonna want to have at least like just a little bit more indication there that you've got something like this. Look, if I had my hand like this and I was just looking at my hand like that, I might even forget that I have flakes in there. So that's a no. And let's try to finish things up with the jelly sandwich for Lolly Jelly, which I'm hoping might be better, but oh, this one and the previous one have not been it. Yeah, same here. This is pretty disappointing. It's you know, like pink looks a little bit better than the neutral color on the left, but in any case, I still just would not recommend either of these. So I'm hoping we get a better end result from our last Sally Hansen topper. Let's go ahead and move on to that one. our final flake topper from Sally Hansen that I'm going to take a look at today is this one called Moonlit, which is like pink and gold. This is a flake one, but it does have like that appearance of just pink and gold glow in there. I'm curious to see how this one will show up over white and black, because compared to the other polishes like Celestial, the one that we were just looking at, where it's more of a clear to white colored flake, what we've got on the right is a little bit more yellowish gold leaning. So let's see what Moonlit has in store for us. Y'all, I am hoping we go out on a bang. This video started with so much promise and we were on a roll, but then we kind of hit some bumps, but let's see what we got here. Okay. It's trying to do something. I'll say that this one, compared to, let's bring back, let's see how I can best position this. Okay, so right above here, this was the Celestial one that we just did right before this, and on the bottom this is Moonlit. I've got to say, Moonlit is definitely going to be my preferred option here, because it has a much more vibrant, I mean, it's not as vibrant as the glazed one where we started. By no means is it on this level, but I do think that it has a little bit more promise to it. Looking at this a bit more closely, it's interesting to see how there's a little bit more of like purple leaning appearance in here than what was present to me in the bottle when I looked. Now, I initially thought that I was going to compare this to, once again, Holo Taco's Polar Princess, even though Polar Princess is more of a shimmer topper, and Moonlit on the left is more of like iridescent flakes. But I just felt that when I looked at these side by side, I saw that the pink color seemed to be similar. However, now that I'm looking at Moonlit on the swatch and seeing that it's reading a little bit more purple to me, I think that what I'm actually going to use for comparing it will be, okay, this iridescent flake topper that I have from Spectrum Cosmetics called Amok Amok Amok. Now, in the bottles, they don't look that much alike, because on the right you can clearly see the purple a lot more. You see there's green and blue in there. I just have a feeling though that if I want to see like something with purple iridescent flakes, this is going to be the best comparison for me. I will say that Amok 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 does not have the orange type flakes that are seeming to be present in Moonlit, but yeah, this is not the same, but I've got an idea actually. What I think I might do is try to combine this. First of all, let me update my label here to make it clear that this is not Holo Taco anymore. This is Spectrum. And I wonder what would happen if I were to layer Firefly from Hell from Spectrum Cosmetics also on top of this, because I feel like that would be what could give me a little bit more of that orange that's in there. But at the same time, I think I still needed Amok Amok Amok, because Firefly from Hell doesn't have as much of the purple that's in there. So because I know that these iridescent flake toppers can get a little goopy if you don't give them ample drying time, I'm gonna let this sit for a bit, let it dry, and then I will come back to apply that second layer over this swatch. And then what I'll also do is figure out which two colors I want to swatch Moonlit over, so we can do that. Okay, so first, now that Amok has dried, I want to go over with just a light coat of Spectrum Cosmetics Firefly from Hell, just to see if layering these two together will end up giving me the same kind of result that's in the Sally Hansen. Okay, so the answer is no, but I do think I just found a new iridescent flake combination that I love, and that I think that both of these I'm so sorry, I'm just like ignoring the Sally Hansen one. Sally, you're trying for this one, don't get me wrong, but like with the Spectrum Cosmetics result there, with those two layers together, I feel like you get the best of both worlds with like the cool leaning colors that are in Amok, the purple one, and then you also get the warmth from Firefly from Hell that I just put on top of it there too. This, yet again, another combination that I would absolutely wear as a full manicure at some point. Okay. So moving on to our final color test here, I decided to kind of do a couple of combinations based on what I know went really well with an earlier combination of adding in a red shimmer topper over a cream polish. So the first cream that we're starting with is this light blue one that has made many appearances in my videos. It's from Blank Beauty. The one that I have is called Nautical Nonsense, but it has is currently listed on the Blank Beauty website as Pool Boy as the new name. And on top of this, I added on Fancy Gloss Let It Glow Red Pink, which, I mean, with this here, you could just stop there, and that is just phenomenal. I mean, this is why I love shimmers, y'all. So now let me go ahead and add in this Moonlit topper and see what kind of result we'll get from that. Okay. Let's see. This one is okay. And this is okay. You know, taking a step back to when I was talking about the difference between how in the bottle Moonlit was appearing to have like slightly yellow gold flakes compared to like the other two flake toppers that were more white and clear. This is starting to show up here right now, because I think that, yeah, compared to let me pull the swatch stick over. When we did this earlier with one of the other Sally Hansen toppers that had more of a clear white color flakes, you don't really see them stand out in such a yellowy way like we are right now. So that is very interesting and not at all what I was hoping to get from there. Now I'm wondering if I do this over more of like a yellow base, will that give me the same result? So the yellow cream that I'm using to start with comes from Zoya. This one is called Honey. And then same as with our other one, I put on a coat of Fancy Gloss Let It Glow Red Pink as a red shimmer topper. And what I'm curious to see now is what's gonna happen with this. Okay, see, this kind of works better. That's, yeah. This is much better here. Oh, why is this making me think of corn on the cob? Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, y'all are getting corn on the cob from this too, right? Like that, at least something. I don't know why my mind is going there, but when I look at these two examples of using the Moonlit topper over a different color cream polish together with the shimmer, I think absolutely you get a better result when you use something like Honey on the right that is working together with that yellowy flake color compared to what we have here with the blue base. Overall, would I recommend Moonlit as a topper that you should consider getting? I mean, Probably not. I think if your budget is limited, then you know, you've got two better choices in this group of polishes that I'll discuss in the final thoughts. But for now, I mean, I would say that if you do already happen to have this Moonlit topper in your collection and you've been trying to figure out ways to use it, then absolutely look into combining it together with yellow like this, and as a bonus with some shimmers. So I'm actually filming this outro on the next day because I finished doing all of my swatching and then I was like, I'm so sleepy, and fell asleep. And so I'm back. Yeah, I'm really glad I did this video because I think, like I said in the beginning, I always see these Sally Hansen Miracle Gel nail polish toppers whenever I go to the store, and I'm looking in the nail polish aisle just to see if there's anything new and seasonal that's out there, and these are always there, but you just don't know what they're gonna look like. So my curiosity was just there and I was like, okay, let's test these out. So to sum everything up, I'm going to put these into categories of do I recommend them or not. The two that I absolutely do recommend are the Glazed Top Coat and the Crystal Top Coat. In the middle, I would say, you know, if you are looking for a kind of multi-chrome, like orange to yellow to green color, but you don't already have that and you want to test that out to see if that kind of multi-chrome color combination is your vibe, then maybe the unicorn top coat would be a good one. But if you don't really like gravitate towards those colors, it's, you know, it's not nothing is a must buy, I would say. But the unicorn one, if you see it, maybe, but if not, it's fine too. Now on the other side of like, just do not buy these. The Galax-sea Top Coat, that blue one, and then also the Celestial Top Coat, the one that still, and I'm looking at it in some other lighting and it's just giving me nothing. It's just not doing it. Don't get either of these. I think that this has really helped me to get a sense of what some more options are out there for some, like, I was gonna say over the counter, like I'm talking about medications, but like drugstore available shimmer and flake toppers. It's good to have these options out there just in case, say you run out of something and you're looking to buy another one, but maybe you don't necessarily want to have to wait to go through the online shopping process. It's good to know that at least with the glazed and the crystal top coat, you've got some pretty good options at a somewhat reasonable price. So I hope that you all have enjoyed this shimmer flake review video. Y'all know me, I'm always happy to talk about shimmers wherever I can. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else for now. But as always, thank you all so much for being here on this channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about which of these look the best to you. Let me know also if there are any that you have in your collection that you have some thoughts on. I'd love to hear that. So I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye.